Hello everybody, Joe here with Garden of Luma, and once again I am back indoors. It continues to be pretty cold, so I am doing some videos indoors for you guys. And so today I want to just show you guys what I'm doing, some of the projects I'm doing. We as gardeners are always doing something, right? And so I want to show you today something that is driving my wife crazy. And I'm sure you guys can relate to this with your spouses or significant others, with your gardening hobby. And so sometimes they don't share the same love for gardening as we do, but they just have to deal with it. And so I'm going to show you guys what I have going on indoors right now, preparing for eventually some warm weather here in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Once again, we were hit with another cold snap this weekend. Highs in the low 50s, and then at night lows into the 30s, down to freezing. And so it's just been ongoing, really wet this winter, which is unusual for our desert. So let me show you what I have going on here inside right now. Okay, so as you can see, this is my nightstand right next to our bed. And it's full of different seedlings and cuttings I've rooted and different things. So as you can imagine, my wife isn't too thrilled about waking up next to a bunch of plants here by our bed in our bedroom. But this is what I have going on. I have a bunch of different starter seedlings I've been doing. So I have some different tomatoes going on. I have my cuttings that I did some videos on recently. So my mulberry cuttings, pomegranate, some of my fig cuttings. I also have more cuttings in our bathroom for humidity and different things going on in there. So I have plants just kind of all over the place. Some stuff going on in the kitchen as well. And I'm sure you gardeners can relate to this. You know, we always like to experiment, have different projects, different things we're doing just all over the place. So if it's too cold, the elements aren't working for us outside, we are going to do things indoors. And so I just want to show you guys what I have here. Here we got some goji berry, black goji berry seedlings, or seeds that I started that have sprouted down there. The tomatoes are cherry tomatoes. I have black cherry as well as a yellow variety. And then I have some different bell peppers going on in there. An orange bell pepper and a green bell pepper. And so I prefer to do seeds directly sown into the soil outdoors, but occasionally I'll kind of tinker around with a few different things. The reason why I like to just directly sow it in the ground is, for one, it's just a lot easier to do it that way. And then two, you don't have to worry about the hardening off process where you have to acclimate these plants and things to the conditions outdoors, you know, because right now they're in a controlled setting. You know, it's consistently around 70 degrees. Don't have to deal with wind or cold nights or fluctuations in temperature. And so you have to acclimate these guys when you start moving them outdoors, or they will suffer and eventually die, and can die off from the elements when you move them outdoors without hardening them off. And so, like I said, I tinker around with a few different seeds indoors, but most of the time when I can, I either buy transplants, which is a good thing to do here in the Phoenix, Arizona area, especially from a reputable nursery that grows good quality starter plants, or I will directly sow the seeds into the soil. All right, so that's just a little peek here on what I have going on inside right now, getting ready for spring. It looks like this should be our last cold snap of the winter here in our desert climate. So then I'll be going back outdoors and getting my raised beds and different things going on, and checking out the fruit trees that should be sending out their new growth for spring, as well as blossoms and a bunch of cool stuff coming on here. So check me out at gardenofluma.com for more tips on gardening in hot, dry climates like the desert, as well as just tips for growing fruit trees and a lot of cool stuff. Thanks for watching.